Today I'm setting out to hike into Neon Canyon and the beautiful Golden Cathedral where the canyon ends. I've been in this canyon before, but didn't bring my 4x5, so it's long been a goal to finally photograph with large format in this wonderful place. The weather looked perfect with no clouds to spoil the reflected light that helps make this canyon so special. I was concerned about the weekend crowds and was surprised to see so many cars and campers at the trailhead. I also found that even though I planned to start the hike at just about sunrise, one group of canyoneers was already on the trail ahead of me. I would eventually catch up to them at the river crossing and ended up with plenty of time to make photographs before they rappelled into the canyon. Well, today I'm doing a pretty big hike here on the Colorado Plateau, and it's a lot of elevation loss and gain, and about probably 3 miles each way. And so it's pretty remote and it's exciting to do this hike. So anyway, I'm ready to get started and keep on going across this beautiful desert environment. I'm heading to a pretty remote canyon that has some beautiful views, and I'm really excited to get there. Well, taking a break in the little bit of a shady spot here. Probably have about another mile to go. Then I have to cross a river, and then it's another mile into the canyon where I want to photograph. So, still fair amount of work to do today, but it's beautiful out here. So nice. Anyway, that's enough of a rest. Time to get going again. Well, I couldn't really talk while I was in that part of the canyon photographing. There were other people there, and it's kind of echoey, so I didn't want to talk to the camera, but boy, what a beautiful place. Just amazing reflected light. Really unique subject with those collapsed potholes falling through, and I'm lucky that I didn't have any people rappelling down while I was there, although that's a distinct possibility. I think there are several groups in the canyon today that are doing that technical canyoneering route that ends with rappelling down through those potholes. I use my 90mm lens and exposed Provia, Velvia, and Ektar, so we'll see how it comes out. But anyway, now ahead of me I have the daunting task of climbing back out of this canyon. It's, I don't know, 12 or 1400 vertical feet. And I think even contained within that route, there's some more up and down. So I'll just take it slow and easy and make my way out of here and get back to the car. But what a beautiful place to be. Just a great, great canyon. Here are two of the transparencies from the Golden Cathedral. Like some of the others, the Velvia suffered from fogging around the edges that happened at the lab, but it was pretty minor and really just in the film border, so it's totally usable. You can also see that the Provia exposure is really good. These are both so saturated due to the extraordinary glow in this canyon that even though I might tend to pick the Velvia, the Provia is perfectly usable and would also make a beautiful print. For this video, I did scan the Velvia, and that's what you'll see here. So one thing about that photograph is that I actually took that same image back in, I think, 2009. I hiked into this canyon, and unfortunately at that time I only had a small digital camera with me, and so even though it makes an okay print, I've really regretted all these years not having that image on film. So that's why I wanted to come back today and try to capture that image with my 4x5. So I really hope the film turns out. It'll be nice to have an image that'll, print a bit larger with better detail. So that was kind of was one of my goals in this trip, was to revisit this canyon and rephotograph that image. The elevation change along this route makes the hike very challenging, and it's really best done as a multi-day, or at least an overnight, backpacking trip. For some reason, though, I've always done it as a day hike, which leaves little time for exploration or anything other than capturing the classic view I came for. Other than a few scenes of me walking through the canyon, I did not film any of my ascent back to the rim. It's such a long and arduous hike that I just didn't want to spend the time and energy on filming. However, I did find an image very near the top that I would like to come back and work on one day. Here's an iPhone photo. I always admire landscape details that look like other landscapes. In this case, the glancing light at just the right angle makes this sandstone look like mountains receding into the distance. Hopefully I can return to this beautiful area again one day.